She told people the day they would die, and she was always right. In a small shop in early 1900s New Jersey, Luna Tic read palms and gave dates. When one skeptic laughed, she looked at his hand and told him, "Tonight will be your last." He laughed back. He stayed home that night. He never forgot the whisper that followed. This is their story. Her storefront was small and odd. Velvet curtains, a brass bell, palm prints on a window. People avoided it, but the curious came when danger or debt began to press. Luna's reading was simple. She held your hand, traced the lines, then wrote a date on a scrap and slid it across the table. Strange oracles had always drawn attention. Luna gathered a quiet reputation because her dates came true too often. At first it felt like coincidence. An old tenant told her his date, and 2 weeks later passed in his sleep. A local gambler took his date seriously and stopped gambling for good. Rumors spread. Is she lucky, or is she a curse? Business at Luna's shop grew. Some left in tears, others with a bitter smile. But the pattern hardened into fear when more and more predictions matched timing in uncanny ways. Enter Pepperoni, off-duty, proud, and certain of his world. He swaggered into Luna's shop with a pocket of skepticism and a grin. He wanted a reading to prove her wrong. Luna took his hand, traced the lines, and wrote a date. That very night, with quiet indignation. He laughed in her face, called her a fraud, and walked home. But he had a habit. He stayed in, just to be sure. That decision would change everything. At around midnight, Pepperoni dozed off. A sound woke him, quiet footsteps, a shadow in moonlight. A figure stood over his bed. "Sorry," she whispered. What followed was a frantic, dangerous scuffle in the narrow hall and down the banister. The film keeps the sequence implied. Silhouettes, the lamp falling, scuffed wood, and a sudden silence. When Pepperoni regained himself, he found the fortune teller cuffed to the railing. He ran for help. Back with reinforcements, Pepperoni and the villagers found the railing empty, the cuffs hung loose, Luna gone. They searched every closet and lane. No one saw her leave. That same night, long after the crowd had dispersed, Pepperoni lay down and tried to sleep. From the shadows, a whisper in his ear, almost playful, said, "Let's try this again." How could this happen? Some believed Luna's dates were psychic truth, a kind of fatalism that she somehow enforced. Others argued fraud and social hysteria, that if people believe strongly enough, coincidence will wear the mask of prophecy. A darker set of theories suggested calculated mimicry, a cunning woman with knowledge of human behavior and timing, creating self-fulfilling outcomes. The community split between superstition and skepticism.